Hello, and welcome to another update video about the Solana chart. So we want to take a look at the Solana short-term chart. As I mentioned in yesterday's video, the move to the downside could be technically complete. The market might try another reversal. But so far we don't have enough evidence really for it. We need to be a bit careful here because the last rally ended in 3 waves, which could still have been a base for further upside because we're dealing with a larger diagonal pattern, right? On the long-term chart or larger time frame, if we open that, if you followed our previous updates, then you know that the Solana long-term chart is probably in this 5th wave currently, which started in August, is working on a diagonal pattern, which means that any 5th wave that is starting is an ABC structure, which makes this entire move to the upside potentially extremely choppy and difficult to track. Now, I'm only going to watch for this next move up as a 5th wave, as long as we don't have a sustained break below upper support at $162.70. If there is a break below that support level, then we have to consider other interpretations. And the next best, or let's say next best bullish option would be the idea that it's a wave 2 pullback. Here highlighted in orange, that this is a larger 1-2 setup. There are other options like a 1-2 AB, but they don't really differ, so I prefer to keep it simple. But I just want to explain to you again that the next move up would be an ABC structure if we are starting a 5th wave from here. That being said, even if it's a 3rd wave in orange, it would be an ABC. So the move up could be incredibly choppy, as this move has been as well. So it's just not the easiest path to travel, right? It's not the easiest chart to trade. So that means even if we form a 5-wave move up, that would obviously be ideal, but we don't need a 5-wave move up from the low to confirm a low. Okay, that's the thing. Well, we actually need 5 waves to confirm a low from a technical analysis point of view. But don't make the mistake to think that we need to see 5 waves for further upside. If this develops into a very, very ugly 3-wave move up, which constantly overlaps, but it can still go higher because we're dealing with a diagonal pattern, and in diagonals we're dealing with ABC structures, and A waves can be corrections themselves, so it's quite complex. I just want to share with you, to keep it simple, that it can take a while until we can really confirm a low. So that is why it can make sense to look at least, or to watch carefully for potential positions when the prices reach these support areas. And the price reacted again, right? The price just needed maybe another attempt to reset the wave 4 and start the wave 5. So previously we considered if the wave 4 bottomed here, I'm talking about this wave 4, but the price took out that low. So it's now a very clean A, B, C structure to the downside, where the C wave was a 5-wave move. That, taking out a previous low isn't always bearish. Well, it was short-term bearish, but it could just mean we just form a marginally lower low, a cleaner low, and try again. All right. It will depend to a degree on Bitcoin. Solana is following Bitcoin quite well at the moment. Bitcoin has also not formed a 5-wave move up yet, so pay attention to the structure that happens on the micro level, and also consider to watch our Bitcoin video. But zooming in a little bit further, why do I say we don't have enough evidence yet to say that a low has been struck? Because I would need to see minimally one more high. Minimally. Why do I say minimally? Because this is a 3-wave move up. I don't even know if the 3rd wave is complete. That's where microstructures are sometimes a bit unclear. So I would not rule out that it just extends higher. It could easily form, 2 more highs, The reason is that my first ideal target for a 3rd wave is typically the 138% extension. Now that was reached exactly, right? Exactly. But it's just pretty much a bare minimum. So I won't rule out that the 3rd is still unfolding. But for now, I track it like this. It gives me at least a support area to watch, which is located at $182.20. So as long as we're holding above $182, don't get a sustained break below it, I'm going to watch for one more high. That doesn't mean I predict one, I simply watch for a reaction to support. And if we get 5 waves up, then we can call that, okay, first confirmation for an upside reversal, especially because this one more high should take us to the, well, above the green line, right? So ideally we talk here about the 161.8 extension, or even better, the 178.6 extension. So we talk about 193.35 to 195.42 as next upside levels to watch. I can actually leave that on the chart. So typically when the third wave reaches the 138%, then the fifth wave would reach 1 or 2 fib levels higher. Okay, if the third wave gets to the 161.8, which at this stage didn't, then the 200% extension is normally the last one. So that's sort of what we're tracking based on guidelines. And now the focus shifts to the micro support area. Any break below it would shift the focus to yesterday's low for invalidation, because then it's only a 3-wave move up and the risk for another low increases. So that's what I'm watching for initial confirmation that a low has been struck. Too early at this stage. After 5 waves, again, we can call that maybe a wave 1 or even an A wave. And then we will bring the next support area onto the chart for a subsequent wave 2 pullback. Sorry, that's an extremely ugly wave 2, but you know what I mean. So there would be a support area here, which could be the base for a third wave rally. So that's what I'm tracking at the moment on the Solana chart. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.